Hello, awesome YouTubers, Juggernaut G here, with some Project Cars gameplay. This is pre-recorded. I spent ages, but the AI were being really retarded. Because normally in qualifying, I'm normally quite at the front of the pack, so I'm not used to Project Cars with the controller mid-pack, which was putting me in the quick race. So yeah, it's a bit disastrous from my driving thing. Terrible driving. But anyway, let's move on. I'd like to do a video on the new stuff coming to Project Cars, like new DLC. Obviously, just last month we had the Stratworth or something like that pack with the Scottish track and the Mazda MX-5, the KTM Expo, and the free cows, the Ford Falcon V8 supercar. But I'm going to tell you now what's coming out in February. Now, I know this from if you follow them on Instagram, forums, and other stuff, but the free car is the Aston Martin V12 Vantage GT3, I think. It was fairly new of a car. It's that one that's a race car, but road legal. If you don't believe me, look at the blurred picture, and I have seen pictures of the finished vehicle. And then I was looking at the car pack, because they always hinted it on Instagram with their new packs. And it's a car pack, oddly enough. It should be a track pack. But no, it's a car pack, which is highly weird. Normally, that isn't the case, because it proves they're going against their DLC thing, which is a bit interesting. Because it should have been a track pack. But anyway, after looking at it, the cars in the track pack, so it's probably about 5 cars will be coming. There's the Corvette C7 GTE car. That's Corvette's weapon of choice for Le Mans and the GT series, and I think the World Series as well. Think so. There's also the I think the Cadillac GT3. Don't know what Cadillac it is. There's the IndyCar. IndyCars are coming, but I've only seen the road course aero package. I haven't seen the oval package. And then so far it's been the Ford Fusion NASCAR 2012 edition. So that's all the cars. Now, another car I know that's coming to the game, but I haven't seen footage of it yet, is the Mercedes GT3, I think, which is the car anyway that replaces the SLS. There is pictures of that. I've seen a full finished thing of it, but I don't think it'll come out in this pack. Why? Mainly because all the packs are being themed. If you've noticed, IndyCar has got a Chevy engine, got Corvette, Cadillac and Ford. They're all part of the General Motors group. So my guess is it'll be a General Motors car pack. Moving on now to future track packs. Now, obviously everyone's hyped about certain tracks that were in the pre-build, and I decided to look at what tracks obviously were in the pre-build and are in the final game, including DLC. And obviously, if you had a look, that some of the ones that came out as DLC in the pre-build were fairly finished. So I thought, maybe this will give us a clue. Because what's the point of like pretty much finishing a track for not to have it in the full game? So let's start with the historic track. You have Solitude Range track, and you have Old Monza and Old Spa. Now, sadly, Solitude Range track was just a track and a basic layout, nothing, sadly. I think that was because it was replaced by really Ruins Les Shards. So instead of having an old derelict, well, it's derelict now, but it wasn't back then, German racetrack, it's the French one, obviously, is Ruin. But Spa and Monza, as everyone knows who played the pre-build, are pretty much complete. And everyone's like, well, why didn't they put them in the historic pack and all that lot? And they were actually quite cool tracks. I mean, I like Spa Historic and I like Monza Historic, but it wasn't the Monza Historic I wanted. It was set during the era, but it was just after the era when they did the Grand Prix track and the Oval. So it's just the old Grand Prix track, which is a bit sad. But the main reason they haven't added those in is the developers have said as well, due to licensing. And everyone's like, but they've already got the rights to Monza and Spa. Yes, they have, for the modern day track. But they were going to charge them double just to have the historic layout. So you can see why they chose not to do it. Moving on, we have a look now at other tracks that were in the pre-build. Let's go first of all to the modern circuits. Now the modern circuits, there was Markow. Now Markow I hadn't seen what to do with the pre-build. But due to like when they originally had a season pass and had details that were leaked about the season pass, Markow was mentioned, and that details about the season pass has been fairly accurate. Give or take the Japanese car pack not being properly what it should be. But yeah, Markow could be in it, but I've not seen any footage of it. It'd be cool. Next one is Mugello. Now Mugello was in the pre-build. Oh, flipping heck! Yeah, I forgot to mention this. This was a pretty intense crash. I had to weave my way through. Yeah, very big pile up. But yeah, moving on. The next one was Mugello. That was in the pre-build, and I looked at that, and that was pretty much complete. And since there hasn't been many modern circuits added, apart from Ripuna Park, I mean, because you can't class the test track as a modern circuit, really, could you? But apart from that, that's like one of the only ones to go, and it's pretty much complete. So I think they'll add that. Now onto the ovals. There's 5 ovals, like there was 5 historic tracks. So my guess is they'll add 3 in the ovals pack, and the 5 tracks are Delaware, Concord, Memphis or Bristol Speedway. Then there was Daytona, Indianapolis, Henrico, which is Richmond. Don't know what Delaware and Concord was. One of them's Charlotte Speedway, but I'm not 100% follower on ovals. But I went on them. Concord has a road course and just is like a tri-oval. Sadly, that was just a basic layout. I think it's tri-oval. Might not be. Henrico or Richmond, which is a small D-shaped layout. Sadly, it was just a track and a basic layout. Then Delaware was the same, but that was just a rectangular oval, sadly. But Memphis or Bristol Speedway, which is like a smallish oval, that was pretty much fully complete. There's like a full video on YouTube of a race, so guaranteed that's going to come in when the oval packs come. Indianapolis, don't know about the road course, because I don't think they had the road course. Well, they didn't in the pre-builds. But that was like 100% done. It was actually meant to come out before the release of this game, with the game. But the main excuse was they wanted to add proper oval racing rules, which I think's a bit of a rubbish con going on, considering they well, they haven't got all the rules for other motorsport racing. Like karting has a flag that's only in karting, and it's not in this game, so it's a big excuse there. Then the final one was Daytona. Now that was a weird one. That was like kind of done like there was buildings over there, the grandstands were there and all the infield stuff, but it kind of just wasn't 100% finished. And that did come with the road course. So my guess is for the oval pack, it'll come out. You'll have Memphis, Indianapolis, and Daytona. Sadly, I personally think Indianapolis isn't going to have the road course because I didn't see it in the pre-build. I hope it does. But I'm more actually hyped for Daytona. The reason Daytona and Indianapolis I think will be in it, because then they can add Daytona 500, Indianapolis 500, and the Daytona 24 Hours to the Project Cars career mode. And they're pretty big events during the year in motorsport. So that's it. There's a few other cars that I don't fully know. Some obviously get replaced, like some tracks end up getting replaced as well. But obviously, anything that doesn't come in Project Cars 1 will come in Project Cars 2. And obviously I'm looking forward to that with Hill Climb. Hope they add Pikes Peak, because that is the king of Hill Climb. They have to. Lydon Hill's probably going to get added for Rallycross. The bit I love about Project Cars the most is the fact that it has the massive track list and a good variation in motorsport. And they're going to add more of that with Touge, I think it's Touge, Hill Climb and Rallycross. I'm looking forward to that. There's such a different range of motorsport. I hope they had a bit of Formula E as well. I mean, that'd be quite cool as well to try out. But problem is then you need a lot of street circuits. Other things that questions about future Project Cars, pit crew. Obviously everyone's seen them in the pre-builds and everyone was like, where's the pit crew gone? They thought it was crap, the animation, so they took it out and decided to tweak it. Good for them. Give them a thumbs up from me. The main reason, because a lot of games have one set of pit animation and that's really buggy, as each car obviously has different wheel height, and obviously the hole, I can't think of the word, the hole to put the fuel line in is obviously different on each car, but in most games they just plug it in the same spot, and it's like, really, that's really cheesy. But no, Project Cars are going through they said it's such a pain, so the developers have posted, but they are going through every single car, doing each slight tweak so it perfectly fits, and then they release it. So it's coming out at a later date sometime this year. which I think I'm really proud about, to be honest. Really am. But the obviously the next packs from the season pass details was Red Bull Ignition. Don't have a clue what that'll be, but who knows. Apart from that, I don't have anything else really on Project Cars so far. Obviously I end up finding new stuff, like I didn't know about all these new GT cars. I don't know if they're in the pre-build, so if they weren't, then obviously they're going to add so much more. I'm hoping they'll carry on supporting Project Cars, and I can't wait to Project Cars 2. Obviously I haven't done my review yet for Project Cars. That will be coming. At the moment I'm doing the review for Star Wars Battlefront. That will be coming, as I've got a lot of valid opinions on this game. But yeah, I'll leave you with the last lap, I think, or I don't know. Are we on the last lap? Yeah, last lap of this race. Thank you all for watching, guys, and yeah, I really hope you found this interesting, found it useful about all of it. If you want to check all the pre-build things, go on Google Images, YouTube, and then go on the forums and Instagram for more details. But I will see you in the next video.